Good morning. I am Lasta Lake. Today I am presenting the final presentation of population and development of Kathmandu district. The main objective of this final presentation is to know the population change of Kathmandu district in terms of growth rate and density, to measure the development parameter, that is literacy rate of Kathmandu district, to measure the natural resource parameter, that is agriculture, maize production yield, whereas the last is to show the chlorophyll map variation in literacy rate and agriculture maize production yield of Kathmandu district. So this slide shows the map where it shows the location from Kathmandu University School of Arts to Lasta residence, that is Taiba, Lalitpur. This slide shows the Earth Pro map of Kathmandu district, where Kathmandu district is one of the 3 districts located in Kathmandu Valley, which itself is located in the hills of Bagmati Zone, Central Development Region, Nepal. The district is surrounded by East Bhaktapur district and Gabre-Palanchok district, West Thading district and Nuwako district, North Nuwako district and Sindhupalchok district, South Lalitpur district and Makwanpur district. The altitude of the district ranges from 1262 meter, that is 4140 feet, to 2732 meter, that is 8963 feet above sea level. So this slide shows the table of census year from 1560 to 2060, and the total population, the growth rate and population density of Kathmandu district. So this slide shows the table of census year from 1560 to 2060, and the total population, the growth rate and population density of Kathmandu district. So in the graph of total population change of Kathmandu district, we can see the red line increasing from 1560 to 2015 AD, whereas in 2018 it declines. So the main reason is due to the April 2015 Nepal earthquake, also known as the Gorkha earthquake, killed nearly 9,000 people and injured nearly 22,000 people, where 3.5 million people became homeless. So whereas the population of Kathmandu district is predicted to grow by 2060. In the graph of annual growth rate of Kathmandu district, we can see the red line from 1750 to 1920 in the same line, whereas from 1920 to 1940 it increased, where from 1940 to 1950 the annual growth rate of Kathmandu district decreased, and from 1950 to 1985 the annual growth rate increased continuously, whereas from 1985 to 2018 the annual growth rate of Kathmandu decreases. So as we can see, the red line from 2020 to 2060 it is in the same line, which means there will be no such changes in the annual growth rate of Kathmandu future. So in the graph of population density square kilometer of Kathmandu district, we can see the red line from 1560 to 1930 in the same line, where from 1940 to 2005 we can see the increase of the population density square kilometer of Kathmandu district, where from 2005 to 2010 it increased, and from 2010 it decreased. So the main reason to decrease is due to the massive earthquake. So from 2015 to 2060 it is predicted to increase the population density square of Kathmandu district. So this slide shows the literacy rate from year 1971 to 2011. That is, in year 1971, the literacy rate of Kathmandu district was 38.3%, whereas in 1981 it was 50%. In 1991 it is 69.6%. In 2001 it was 77.2%, and in 2011 it was 86.3%. So not surprisingly, Kathmandu is the most educated district in Nepal, followed by Lalitpur and Kaskay district. So in this slide, I have chosen the natural resource parameter of Kathmandu district, that is maize production yield. So in year 2010 to 11, the maize production yield was 38.3%. In 2011 to 12 years, it was 50%. In 2012 to 2013, the production was 69.6%, and from 2013 to 14, the maize production yield was 77.2%. Maize is the second most important crop after rice in terms of production in Nepal. So this fiscal year, despite an expected marginal drop in paddy production, a bumper maize harvest has increased the country's overall cereal output. In this slide, we can see the graph of literacy rate of Kathmandu district, where in 1971 the literacy rate was 38.3%. We can see the green curve rapidly increasing from 1971 to 2011. As we can see, the literacy status has boomed from year 1971, and it is increasing trend up to 2001. So the reason behind this is due to the facility of infrastructure, where, as we know, the Kathmandu district is the capital city of Nepal. So in Kathmandu district, there were many facilities of infrastructure. There were many available of schools, and also the public awareness of how much the education is important. So because of that, the literacy rate of Kathmandu district is the most educated district in Nepal. In this slide, we can see the graph of maize production yield of Kathmandu district, where in 2010-11 year, the maize production was around 38%, and we can see the green curve rapidly increasing from 2010-11 to 2013-14. As we know, maize is the second most important crop after rice in terms of production in Nepal. So this fiscal year, despite an expected marginal drop in paddy production, a bumper maize harvest has increased the country's overall output. So the main reason behind the increase in maize production in Kathmandu district is due to the government officials and agriculture experts attribute the surge in maize production to factors like extensive use of inputs, particularly fertilizers, introduction of high-yielding hybrid varieties, favorable weather conditions, and growing farm mechanization. This slide shows the chlorophyll map where it is highlighted with the various colors in the map of Kathmandu district, showing the literacy rate of different year. That is in blue highlight, it is literacy rate of 1981, that is 50%. And with the red highlight, it is a literacy rate of 1991, that is 69.6. And in light green color we can see the literacy rate of 2001, that is 77.2%. And the dark green color we can see the literacy rate of 2011, that is 86.3%. Likewise, in this slide also it has shown the chlorophyll map of Kathmandu district with the various highlight showing the maize production yield of 2011 to 2014, where in light green color the maize production yield of 2011-12 has shown, that is 50%. And with the blue highlight, the maize production yield was 38.3% in 2010-11. And whereas in with the red highlight, it is shown the maize production yield of 2012-13, and that is 69.6%. And with the green highlight, it has shown the maize production yield of 2013-14, that is 77.2%. So therefore the conclusion of this presentation is that we discussed about the total population, annual population growth rate, and population density of Kathmandu district. Here we discuss all three of these parameters started to increase after 1971, and at last we discuss the reason behind the increase of literacy rate and maize production yield of Kathmandu district. Thank you.